everybody, my name is Allie and today I am going to shop my stash for the Natasha Denona Camel palette. So what I mean by that is I really want to buy the Natasha Denona Camel palette, but I'm on a no buy as of November 14th or 15th or something like that. I have a bunch of palettes and 3 Natasha Denona palettes already. Some are more neutral, like the gold palette. There's some matte neutral shades in there. There's like this row here. This one's more mustardy. There's that brown there. There's this palette, the bronze palette, which has some neutral shades as well. And then this palette, it's gorgeousness. So I think first what I'm going to do is try to recreate it from the few Natasha Denona palettes, the 3 that I've got in my collection. And then I might have to pull in from other palettes if I don't have those colors. So just look for like a representation, just a swatch. Got my iPad here of what I want from this palette. To give some background, I got into makeup a few years ago and I purchased like Morphe palettes and ColourPop palettes, which I depotted so that I have a bunch of singles because I was overwhelmed by those big palettes. Now I am looking for palettes or shadows that are more nuanced and more textured, such as these lovelies here, like these 3 from JD Glow. I'm just discovering texture now because I never allowed myself more expensive shadows. And also I thought, like, why am I gonna pay so much money for like colored powder, you know? But anyways, here we are. No regrets. It's the quality as well, the creaminess, just the blendability of Natasha Denona shadows that won me over. So yeah, okay, so we've got a darker brown, a light shimmer, 3 matte browns, one's like 2 midtones, 1 lighter, 1 darker, and then a darker brown, but it's not like super dark. I suppose you can use it as a eyeliner. I've now gotten into using eyeshadows as eyeliners with this type of brush, this eyeliner brush, and I just comb my eyebrows. This is from like the Jeffree Star set with Morphe a while ago. Okay, so I think this is what draws my attention here. I created this palette here. Let me just put things to the side so they're not as distracting. Let me just put the shadows back to their respective palettes. I'm gonna look at these shades, go through each palette and see which shades I can take out. So right off the bat, got a lighter brown, got a darker brown. So these 2 will give me, I think they'll give me what I'm looking for from that palette. And I'm not saying that I'll never buy it, but I am trying to dupe the vibes. Always afraid of like killing my shadows in this process. And I can't tell if this brown's like shimmery or not. And I guess that would be the matte brown, the dark matte brown for the palette. Yeah, like that whole row is exactly. I'm gonna depot Varis and Kava. I always use Kava for everything. I feel like that's the first shadow I'm gonna finish. So this is kind of like an extension of the Camel palette. Yeah, see, these browns are warmer. Oh, and that would be the shimmer, I think. Hang on, I think this would be the shimmer. Like, I feel like the shimmer is more has more of a transparent base. Like, I don't know if it shows up there. So I'm gonna try to like create a giant palette of all the neutrals that are anywhere near the Camel palette. You see, The neutral shades on this palette are like more warm toned versus the other palette. Ooh, this is really stunning too. Oh, that's stunning. So that is Mace. Ferris, time and time again, I know it's a gorgeous color. I'm kind of using the Camel palette as inspiration and then veering off it. Oh, I find the Metropolis palette way easier to depot. I think there's more space for these shadows in here. Just for the heck of it, I know this is Noble and I love Noble. I'm just gonna depot all the shades that catch my eye and are close to what I'm looking for. Then I'll swatch them and then I may downsize or not. Ooh, I'm gonna swatch Shield. I think I've enjoyed Shield quite a bit as well. It's more, oh, that's stunning. It's not, I think that one's a little greeny though. It's too green for what I'm looking for, but not that far off. So that is exciting. I think I'm gonna stay within these three Natasha Denona palettes actually. I think I'm just gonna stick with, what is it? I think it's called Log or something from the Gold palette. I may bring a Jaclyn Hill shade for that then. Just the shine on this color, or at least how it appears on the pan, is different than it's swatched. On the swatch, it looks like extremely shiny, which is why I got this color, Kava. So I feel like I can grab Paris or something and then put this over it and it just looks stunning. Or any of these lighter mattes. Yeah, there's no like brownie shimmer. They're all like orangey, red, warm tones. Alrighty, so hopefully it's not noticeable that I had to stop filming for a bit and just grab some dinner. And it's close to my bedtime. It's actually past my bedtime. So I want to head to the gym early in the morning. But anyways, so this is what I have so far. I couldn't help myself and I grabbed all the neutral shades and shades that, I mean, these steer away from the palette, from the Camel palette. This is where I get carried away. This one's a little purpley, this one's more pink. These are from the Jaclyn Hill palette, like the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Let me just put these aside. So I like those colors, but I'm gonna try to stick to the assignment of recreating the Camel palette. So that is the palette for me. I just can't get over the shiny thing. Like, I feel like maybe it's not a good representation of it, but whatever. I'm just gonna take off my watch so I have more swatch room available. So I'm gonna put these aside and then use them to fill in the colors as needed. Again, these are from like Morphe palettes that I've kept, and I can probably recreate the Camel palette with like enough of these Morphe palettes. Like, I feel like this goldy brown is similar to the one in the, actually no, in the pan it looks really brown. Like, it looks super brown here. So, but again, with lighting and stuff, you just never know. Off the bat, I just want to keep this as my interpretation of the Camel palette, but I'll see if I can edit down and then pull from here as needed. I think I'm going to, I'll swatch both, but I'm probably going to include these two. These two, pretty sure, are from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. The reason why I like them is because they've got more base versus this little dude from the Metropolis. Yeah, and the this color from the Metropolis palette is more goldy as well. So you see the shift in the shade. Like, it's definitely more nuanced and special in my opinion, but the base in this is stronger. So for inner corner, I feel like it just packs a huge punch. What I noticed about the Natasha Denona shades is that it's more wearable. I mean, that also represents the palettes that I like at this moment, like wearable color. If there is such a thing, I think Natasha, my girl Natasha, has done a fantastic job. If I had to pick between these two, I might go for the thicker base. For now, I'll keep these three. I really want to keep all the ones from the gold palette. The shades just look so like magical. I really like Log. Like, yeah. I think that's pretty damn close to the Camel palette. Like, what more are we asking for here, you know? Varus is fantastic. And that's pretty close. Maybe not, because I don't have this color to compare. I feel like that's pretty close to this mid-tone brown. Oh, creamy. Feels so good on the finger, honestly. And that's pretty close to this one. Again, it's the lighting. I'm not sure. I don't have the Camel palette, right? And this is just that incredible, incredible color from the gold palette called Kava. So yeah, Kava's just pure like sparkle. Beauty, beauty. And I use that to like go on top of other shades. So my logic for Kava is if I put it on top of Varus, I'll get closer to the effect that I see on the swatch here for this color. I'm not sure what it's called. So yeah, I won't have the one color, I'll have to layer two to get the effect, but there you go. So that's it on top of Varus. And Kava and its magic can be layered like over other shades. I feel like that might even be closer, or not, to this shade here, as per the swatch, because in the pan it somehow looks darker. So right off the bat, honestly, this would be my little Camel palette, along with one of these shades from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I think it was this one. Whichever shade has the stronger base. Way to eat your words, Allie. Because now I'm just like, these are Natasha Denona shades. They're the big luscious pans. Pretty sure I can get my little neutral quintet from this, right? I can probably do all the looks. I still want the Camel palette though, I think. But for what though? Like that might as well be the Camel palette. I'm not even gonna grab from here. I took time to like separate these, really thinking that I was gonna need something to recreate this brown, but I don't think so. I don't know why this one that I like looks darker, but I really do like that. And this last gold shade looks lighter. Yeah, I really like that. So that is, I'm adding this actually. I like it a lot. And I mean, the Varus with Kava over it is lighter than that darker brown, darker shimmer brown. This shade I could put, oh my god, it feels so good on the finger, man. This shade I could put Kava over it. Yeah, that's really nice. I really like that. Really, really like that. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I really like this. I actually really, I want this in my life. I might actually even want to wear it tomorrow. So if I swatch this with yeah, I prefer this, but I guess I could layer. I'm actually going to remove it again because I much prefer this. This is closer to what I have in my mind than this. Kava's magical, man. It is a magical color. So yeah, right off the bat, that's it. That's my Camel palette dupe. I'm going to start with this now. These are all from the Metropolis palette. That's Noble. Noble, I think, is a very similar formula to Varus, and it's just wonderful. Let's go this way. Ooh, that's warm. That is a warm color. You see Noble? Noble's gorgeous. Oh, that's warm. These are warm colors. Not really where I was going. Rope, Queen. I'm gonna have to put them in like, kind of like what they look like in the pan. That's Noble. I want to say that this is Azoic. I'm not gonna swatch Noble because I know for sure what that looks like. And these mats are so nice. They're like, so this one's Azoic. This one's Rope. So Azoic, Rope. I like Azoic, so that's a maybe. I really like Noble. This one was orangey, I believe. Yeah, that's like orange brown. I'm not gonna add it, so that's antique. I don't want to add it. The feeling though, like the texture is just so nice. These are similar, but I can definitely tell antique is darker than pure. So I'm actually just gonna put those back. It's not what I was looking for. I'll just put it back. Rope is too yellow for what I want. Like, that is yellow, yeah. So I'm gonna put that back too. Jeez, gold palette, man, going strong. And then I've just got these left, which this one already looks orange, but yeah, it's like a copper. Nope, it's not what I want. I'm gonna actually keep this. I'm gonna keep this, and I'll just do this. I might just do that. Do I want those there, or do I want these? I might just do that. Gold palette, man. Would recommend. Okay. Ooh, here I am. I'm gonna swatch my palette. I'm gonna commit this is my new palette for the rest of the week. I'm gonna try to do it in like the order. So that is my gold palette. But what I really like about this palette are the browns actually. And these look very close to the browns in the Camel palette. Like they just do. Like maybe this brown's a bit more neutral than the brown there, but come on, it's pretty bang on. And then as I showed before, we can layer these colors with Kava. Swatch Kava. That was a really light tap, so you can only see the sparkle. I don't even know if you can pick it up. If my iPhone camera can pick it up. Kava right there. Like I see it from a mile away. It's just pure sparkle, like beautiful sparkle. So just 3 left. I don't want to use a thumb, but I will. That one's the shade Queen. And Noble. And hang on, let me swatch them first and then I'll say what this shade was. Oh, that one's yellow too. But I'll keep it. This one's Noble. Azoic. This one's Azoic, which looks more orangey, but it's like a lighter orangey, so I might keep it. I'm gonna keep it. That's Noble, Azoic, Queen, Kava, Teak, Varus, Aria, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and Log. And that is my Camel palette. So this is gonna get me through the year before I can have the option of purchasing it again. That is my Camel palette. I think it's pretty bang on. That is my Camel palette. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks.